Hey guys, I'm back with Sasha again. She's my blue heeler. For those of you that are wondering what kind of dog she is, she's 3/4 Australian cattle dog and 1/4 Australian shepherd. The two supplements I'm going to talk about today, again, I'm going to talk about apple cider vinegar because there's a specific use that I did not list in my last video that I use for her eye health, and in conjunction with omega-3. Omega-3 is important for so many aspects of dogs' health. Now, of course, you always want to consult with your veterinarian before changing your dog's diet or if you're going to add in supplementation. But for me, omega-3 was very essential. Number one, for joint health. Sasha has done some frisbee catching, and she's a farm dog. She's constantly walking around a pretty large acreage, dodging in and out of fencing, having to stay kind of on cue for everything of what I need to tell her or what I might need her to do in case I need her to move fast or to get out of a horse's way, just in case. And just her day-to-day activity, she's always been pretty active. Of course, herding the cats around the house 24/7 is also her other job. But what I'm going to talk about today is the omega-3 and the vinegar. The omega-3 now, what is important, people think DHA when they think of omega-3, but for dog, it's the EPA that is just as important, if not more. You want to make sure that your ratio of EPA is higher than your DHA. Now, why are we not talking about omega-6? A lot of times, most dogs are getting plenty of omega-6 just through their daily diet. So omega-3, just like in humans, are what most tend to be deficient in. So, affordable, yes. You can do it in a liquid form. You can do it in a gel cap the way I do it. A bottle will cost you anywhere from $11 to $45. It just depends on what you want to spend. But in any time that you get this, remember to always shop for quality. You want to make sure it's as pure as it can be. You don't want any additives to this oil. It should only be fish oil, salmon being the best source. So fish oil, no other herbal oils or anything added to it, because a lot of times it's something that would be toxic to your animal. And of course, being filtered to get, mercury and stuff like that out of that oil is extremely important. And also to make sure your source comes from a wild-caught fish instead of the farm-raised. Just like for us, you want to take care of your dogs in that way too. Now, what are the benefits that I have seen so far? Number one, the way she is moving in her joints, her eye health. Her eyes are so much brighter and the whites are so much whiter. Her nails even are like growing smoother. Her coat really lays down nice and flat and is nice and smooth. She just got a good, nice shine to her eyes, and I noticed that about 3 weeks in. I thought her eyes looked pretty good, but after 3 weeks on the omega-3, I was like shocked with just how much brighter they had gotten. Now, why is the vinegar there? There is a little recipe that I have gotten off the internet many times, and also through books that I have read, and it's pretty standard. You take 1/4 of a teaspoon, put it into 8 ounces of purified water, distilled water, and most time just keep it, I like to use it just kind of room temperature, but you might want to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator, just kind of let it come down, not quite that cold when you put it in your eye, but 2 drops in each eye up to twice a day will really help not only yourself but your dog's eyes as well, especially if you see a cat's day, if you already see some things kind of happening in your dog's eyes, are they starting to get cataracts? This is actually, there has been so many testimonies for dogs and humans where this has actually gotten rid of cataracts. So this is something just to research yourself. I'm big into always be very educated yourself. And one way to get educated is to find trusted sources. And one of those I want to talk about today is a friend that I have met recently, Janie. She is just fantastic. She's a wealth of information. She's got a fantastic website dedicated to everything doggy, and it's www.essentiallydogs.com. She is fantastic. If you guys have any questions, if she's just so user-friendly and she gets right back to you. She's got so much just awesome information up there, just good, true, usable, proven information up there. Now back to this, but guys, go check her out. But The omega-3 is just so important. And now, as far as dosage, of course you want to consult with your veterinarian, but I will give you what I'm currently using, the formula I'm using, and it's been pretty, as I've researched it and everything, I see that it's kind of the norm. But always, again, check with your veterinarian. For every 10 pounds of your dog, you want to give them 100 to 150 milligrams of omega-3. Now remember, you want the EPA being higher than the DHA. And they get about the same. So depending on the size of your dog, they might get 1 gel capsule a day. They might get up to 6. So it's just really play it by ear. Always err on the side of caution. Anytime you're adding anything new, always add it in very slowly. Don't ever just to start the day with a dog with 4 capsules of omega-3, and they might have a little adverse side effects. They might get the runs, they might throw up. You just never know what's going to happen. So always start with little baby steps first and work your way up. But anyway, guys, I hope that you are finding this video beneficial. I've seen a lot of good results with the omega-3s already. Like I said, the way she's moving, her eyes, her coat, I noticed a difference in just 2 weeks. The vinegar is my use-all and cure-all. I love that stuff. And it's just another great way to use it is as an eye drop, not only for your dog, but for yourself too. And you can use it up to 2 to 3 drops a day in your eyes up to 3 times a day. Oops, the phone's ringing. Well, looks like I better go. Bye, guys.